Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm sorry for not uploading in a while. I have been waiting for the release of this game called Sorcerer Fighting Simulator. It is brand new and I'm uploading this video on the exact time of its release. I'm basically going to be going over the entire game, all of the training areas, everything you need to know before you start playing the game. So first thing is the game passes. These are, and take my word for it, they are all worth it for their price. If you plan on playing the game for a long time, definitely consider buying these because they will help you in progression of the game a lot. Hey, future me here. One thing I forgot to mention was that group members get a 10% training boost. So you'll want to come up to the game buzz right here, just click it and join the group if you haven't already. A 10% training boost is a big difference. So it's definitely worth it to join, and it doesn't cost a thing. So next thing is join the Discord server. There you can make a lot of friends. It's where we all talk and hang out. It's a really fun place to be. So if you're not a very social person, or if you are a very social person, just join the Discord server, and there's always going to be someone there to be your friend or to be there for you. It's an amazing place. Next is to follow the Twitter. Right here we have MARM and Epi's Twitter. If you follow both of them, they will give leaks, codes, and update information on their Twitters. And also, they really deserve the followers because they have put a lot of hard work into this game. Anyways, let's get back to the video. So first, we have the intro to the game, which is better than almost any intro that I've seen on other games. If you don't want to use this video for a guide, you can always take the basic tutorial, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. I'm just going to go right ahead and play. So first thing that you're going to do when you get into the game is choose your magic. Obviously, I'm going to go with fire. That's always my channel theme, but you can always choose fire, water, healer, or brawler. So first thing when you get into the game is the movement system guide. We can't really do any of these right now because you need to unlock them with quests. But that's what we're going to start with doing, is doing the quests. So you'll want to head straight over to MARM, and he will give you your first quest. I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover for him. Welcome to Sorcerer Academy. Here you will learn the roots of what it takes to become a master. You will need to do a series of tasks and training missions for me to prove that you are worthy of learning here. These techniques will also be used to defeat evil, so master them well. You have been given a quest. Check your quests in the character tab and hand it in to me once you have completed it. Alright, our first quest is 20 staff swings and 20 push-ups. Alright, we finished the quest and it looks like we have a new rank available. Let's check that out and see if we can get it. Alright, so we can rank up to student, which costs 500 mana and it requires 20 staff swings and 20 push-ups. We don't have enough mana for that right now, but hopefully we'll get it soon. Anyways, let's go right over to MARM and get our next quest. I see that you have finished the first quest. You have gained the power to heavy sprint. Check your relevant keybinds in the powers tab inside the character tab. You can now start the first 4 magic quests. You can start these at any time, but the sooner the better. Magic specific quests allow you to unlock powers related to that quest line. Here's the next quest. Alright, so what he was talking about the magic quests is Blaze, Apollo, Riot, and Aquarius, which are the 4 basic magics. After you finish the first quest, you can go to either any of these guys and just take their quests. It'll give you specific quests to unlock powers which are relative to your specific magic. So for MARM, we have 1k endurance and 50 push-ups. And then the fire quest is 20 swings. And I believe that it's the same for every one of these quests, just depending on the specific magic. In order to view your powers, you'll go over to the Powers tab, and you can always press tab to open and close the character tab, or you could click it. So once you click on powers, it'll tell you the keybind to use heavy sprint, which is C. And you can see it makes you go rather quick while you're running. You can get to places a whole lot easier this way. As you can see, you can upgrade the power 4 times. The more that you upgrade it, it doesn't make you go any faster, but it will last longer, which is more worth it in my opinion. So anyways, let's get started with these quests. I'm going to go ahead and do MARM's quest first at the yoga class, which requires 500 endurance. Obviously I don't have that right now, but I'll get it soon. Alright, we have finished the second quest for MARM, and we will get the staff block power from this, and I'll show you guys how that one works. Your health is increased as a result of training your endurance, and you can now block various attacks. Make sure you have started your magic specific quest lines. You can't just train with me. The next quest requires you to defeat one of our contained bosses, so you need to have a few powers. Here's the next quest. Alright, his next quest is going to be gain 10,000 endurance and 200 push-ups, and then after this he will do a boss quest, so you will definitely want to get some powers from the magic specific trainers. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get a few powers, and I'll be right back when I finish with that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we hit 500 mana pretty quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock the next rank, which is 20 mana per minute. And next up, we will need 100 staff swings and 80 push-ups. The first training area for Fire, which is also the first training area for Brawler, is the Meteor, which is right here in spawn. And for Healer and Water, it's the Healing Fountain, which is to the left. Oh my gosh, guys, I just realized that I still have my female skin on. I'm gonna have to change this real quick. I know you've been questioning it the entire video, but I just realized, so I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back to the original. Alright, so I have unlocked 3 different powers from 3 different classes. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I've unlocked 3 different powers from 2 different classes. Healer, and the other is from Fire. So as you see, I have 3 powers on each. With Creator Magic, which is something that is definitely worth the buy, you can combine any powers from any magic into one. And it looks like I don't have this right now, so let me just go buy that real quick. Alright, so I just bought the Creator Magic Game Pass, and I was the first person to buy this Game Pass, for the record. First, like, alright, now that that's out of the way. Now, the Creator Workbench. You'll want to buy Creator Magic, then come here. In order to get more than 4 power slots, it's 50 Robux each. Okay, so first you'll want to click any of these slots, and then select the magic that you want to select it to. So for me, I'm going to use Fire Blast, Fire Rod, and on Healer, I'm definitely going to use Life Steal, which heals your life every time you attack something, and Life Restore, which gives you a large amount of health each time you use it. And actually, I'm going to switch this to Fire Spiral. Let me update that. So once you do that, you'll want to change your magic to Creator. And for this, you can use Universal Skins, which is default, VIP, or Premium. Premium is if you have Premium on Roblox. VIP is if you have the VIP Game Pass in game, and default is anybody can have it. So I'll go ahead and use the VIP skin since that looks best. And I'll finish MARM's quest and then go ahead and fight those bosses. It looks like we got senior rank available, so let's go ahead and get that. It costs 2,000 mana, and as you saw earlier, it's 100 staff swings and 80 push-ups. Alright, I also apologize. I didn't realize that I had my game music on the whole time, so I hope that you will be able to hear my voice over that. Alright, so we have just finished the Staff Slam quest. Not only is it good for attacking, but it can help you reach difficult places. Here's the next quest. Alright, this should be a boss quest. It's not. Alright, the boss quest should be coming up pretty soon. I'll go ahead and finish this. It needs 100,000 endurance, so I think this is a good time to show you a few of the training areas. So to find the map, you'll just go into the character tab, and then at the bottom there's the map option. You can choose the map filter for endurance, fire, water, healer, brawler, plasma, or lightning. For me, I'm going to go ahead and use endurance. And so we have the 500 area in spawn, the 150k area, a little further up from spawn, 500 million, and then 15 million. We're gonna go to the 150,000 area. Once we get 150,000 actually. So let's upgrade that a few times, and we should get that pretty soon. Alright, we just reached 150,000, so let's go ahead and run to the first endurance area. You will find it, if I believe, right on the beach. So if you run straight out from spawn, go down, and you'll find it to the left at the very bottom. And we'll go ahead and take the rail, and this will be me showing you how to use the staff slam. So you want to do is jump up in the air and then just click with the staff, and it sends you up. And you can ride on these rails at any time as long as you can reach them. Alright, so once you're down here, turn about right here and you'll see a coal pit. Just jump straight down here and you can start training. But since we've already finished the endurance quest, you want to swing your staff 500 times. So let's go ahead and reset, go back to spawn, and then once we get to 150,000, I believe. Yes, once we get 150,000 on fire, I'll show you guys where the first fire/brawler area is. And one thing you need to know about the staff slam, it does get pretty annoying. You'll end up killing your friends, or you'll go places you don't want to go. You can go into settings and turn off staff slamming. So I jump up in the air and I'm clicking, I don't staff slam. It's very useful. Alright, we got 150,000 on fire, so let's go to the first fire area. So you'll come right out of spawn here. Once you get a little bit down the road, you'll turn right. You see this lake right here. You want to go to the second road down and then just continue on this way. I'm going to go ahead and level up my heavy sprint so that I can last a little longer. And one way to travel faster is press V and you can slide. It's not that noticeable to the eyes, but it does make a big contribution to how fast you go. Alright, so this is the 150,000 area for Fire and Brawler, and it gives a 10 times multiplier, same as the durability one. Alright, we have finished the next quest for MARM. Hopefully we get that boss quest next. And I'm at 5 million total power. That's crazy. Alright, we have the grapple power now. I'll show you guys how to use this right over here. So you can see this little grapple right here. As long as that's on your screen, you can press R and it'll send you up to wherever the grapple's at. Normally it's on high spots in buildings or on these ropes, but they can be used anywhere. They're very useful for traveling and getting around. And the next quest is 15 million endurance, 1,000 push-ups, 1 boss, and 3 players defeated. So let's go ahead and get those powers equipped on my magic. Alright, so I have the 4 powers here. That should be enough to defeat the crab boss, which is the first one that you'll be fighting. This one is very easy. It doesn't require too much effort, but the other ones are pretty much impossible for someone at my power level. Also, you can pay attention to how I fight the boss. It will give you some good tips on how to stay alive when fighting him. This attack right here, you do not want to get stuck in that because it'll take away the majority of your health. You'll have hardly any left if you get stuck in that. When he's using the chain attack, it's best to jump in the air and use your attacks while you're in the air so that he doesn't hit you while you're attacking. And while he's chasing you, run inside of him so you're in the middle of him and he can't hit you from there, and use your power while you're inside. Like this. Alright, looks like I got stuck in his attack, and as you can see, it took away a good portion of my health. That's why you don't want to get stuck in there. Alright, so yeah, we ran out of time, except it does give decent gems amount, unlike Anime Fighting Simulator, which doesn't give you any Chikara to contribute to your progression whatsoever. It's definitely worth it to give it a try. Maybe unlocking 1 or 2 more powers or getting another friend in there to help definitely helps you, but obviously even if you can't beat him, it's worth it to give it a try because you get a decent amount of gems which you can upgrade your powers with in the fire or water, healer, brawler sections, which will make them do more damage to the boss. So since I'm in a server by myself, I'm in before anyone else is, there's no one else that I can kill. I'll be having to skip these quests, but I can work on finishing this one, and then I think I will show you guys all the training areas at the end of the video, and then wrap it up from there. Alright, so we got to apprentice rank right here. And since we got that, I guess I don't really need to do any more durability. I'll just show you guys all the training areas, and I will show you the locations from spawn on each of those. Even though you have a map, it's a lot easier to find them with a visual. So even though I already showed you the first area for durability, I'll go ahead and show you again. It's the 150,000 area. You'll want to come straight out of spawn and continue down the road, just straight down. You don't even need to take any turns until the very end. So once you get down here to this terrain that's going downwards, you'll want to just hop off. And as I said earlier, the giant coal patch, which is on fire, this is the 150,000 durability area. Okay, so for the 15 million durability area, instead of going straight out spawn at the front, you'll want to go through the boss arena and come out right over here. You see station, you'll go straight towards that and keep going forward. You'll want to go past all these reactors and jump straight down to the beach. As you can see over there, that is where you'll find the 15 million durability area. This area is obviously 15 million durability, and it multiplies by 25. Now for the 500 million area, you will want to go out the front of spawn, and once again, or actually you want to take a different route. You'll want to go right as soon as you get out of spawn. So you will take this first right and just keep going to the very end of the road. Once you get to the end, just take the left and keep on going until, let's see, yeah, keep going to about halfway through, and then you'll want to take a right. This is one of the harder areas to find because it's in a cave, but what you'll want to do is jump down right here, just slide on down to the beach, and then turn around and you can see the cave right here. Now this area is the ice cave. It requires 500 million durability and gives a 100 times multiplier. if you ever train here in a public server, as I've learned from testing, you don't want to train anywhere around here where people will be coming in. For example, this area, here, anything like this. You want to go into the corners or the sides, something like that, because people will accidentally use their staff slams and kill you while you're AFK training. Alright, and that's all of the endurance areas for now. Let's go over to fire. So for fire, as you can see, it's all the same as brawler. So the first one is the gym, which I showed you earlier. You will want to come out of spawn and take your first right. Alright, so once you get to the healer's boat, you'll want to take a left at the second turn on this side of the lake, and just keep on going to the very end of this road. So once you're down here, you'll see really big gym sign. You can't miss it. They have it this way for new players so that it's easy to find. But yes, this is for 150,000 on fire and brawler, and it's a 10 times multiplier. For the 15 million fire area, it's a little bit out of the way, but it is rather close to spawn. So what you want to do is, again, go straight out of spawn. And it looks like you'll want to turn left on the first road. So right here we'll turn left. And just keep on going and then jump down to the beach. You can see in the distance it is a volcano, which makes sense for fire and brawler. Couldn't get any better than that. So this area is for 15 million on fire and brawler, and it's a 25 times multiplier. And my favorite part about this is it's so bright that you can just come over into the corner, lay down, and, or better yet, sit in the middle, and no one can see you. They can barely see your name tag, but other than that, you're basically hidden. So it's very good for training in public servers if you don't have a VIP. Alright, for the 500 million, you'll want to go not straight out of spawn, but again once through the boss arena, and just keep going straight. So you don't need to go towards the station or turn left. You'll just keep going straight. You'll see this little power ball thing that's sitting there with energy coming out of it. You'll want to take the rope across here, and it'll bring you right to it. So for this, it's 500 million on fire and brawler, and it's a 100 times multiplier. Now that we've covered fire and brawler, we'll want to do water and healer. So the first healer area, obviously 500 right here in spawn. Then we've got the 150,000, which we have passed several times, showing the other areas. Once you come straight out of spawn, you'll want to take your first right. And right here it is, the boat for 500 or 150,000 water and 150,000 healer, and it's a 10 times multiplier. So next up is the 15 million, which is also relatively close to spawn. You'll want to go straight out of spawn and continue on the first road, the main road. So it's the same direction as the 150,000 endurance area, except you'll take a left slightly sooner. You'll want to slide down here with a V. You can go into those areas, and you'll train right here at these crystals, which is 15 million healer water, and it's a 25 times multiplier. Alright, lastly, for the 500 million healer and water area, you'll want to come not out the front of spawn, but in the back, and you'll see these climbing walls. You'll just want to climb up one of these. It's easy, just walk up to it and then jump up. And once you're up here, you'll want to you'll see the arch over there. You'll want to go straight towards that. Once you're here, just keep going. And you'll see some steam coming from the waterfall. And this is where you will be training. The waterfall for 500 million water, 500 million healer, which is 100 times multiplier. Alright, and lastly, we will be doing the electric and plasma areas, which are all pretty much behind spawn. So for the first area, you want to come straight out here and go through the items shop area. I'll do a little showcase of this at the end of the video when I have a few more gems. So once you come out of here, you can see in the distance a yellow and pink Tesla coil. You'll just want to go straight towards that. Alright, so this area is for 500 lightning plasma, and it's a 2 times multiplier. It is the Ion Tesla. Now we have the 150,000 area for plasma and lightning. You want to come out to the back of spawn on this side and go up one of the climbing walls. And if your graphics are up really high, you'll be able to see it in the distance once you get down there. But you'll want to go across the bridge, or the arch, since it isn't really a bridge. But you want to go across this arch, and then in the distance you see a really big pink factory pipe type deal. This is the energy tower for 150,000 plasma lightning, and it gives a 10 times multiplier. And while I'm down here, since it's really close to the 500 million area, I will cut to the 15 million area and then come right back to this. Next we have the 15 million area, which you'll want to come behind spawn, go the same area that you went towards the waterfall. So once you're at this arch, you'll want to climb up these paths on the walls, and it'll take you straight up to where the area is. Alright, so here we have the encased power for 15 million on each stat for plasma and lightning, and it gives a 25 times multiplier. Okay, so at the energy tower, you'll want to go straight behind it, just keep going, go downhill all the way to the bottom, and you'll see a small little pond. This area is the 500 million area for plasma and lightning. It's called the purple pond. Of course, if you know how to read the map really well, you don't need to watch any of this part of the video. But if you are more of a visual learner, then I definitely hope that this helped. Now, the last few things that I'm going to do is, first, I will show you the item shop. In this area, you can get spirits and skins. I will go over spirits first. This is the spirit crate. You can purchase one for 3,500. Obviously, I'm too poor, so I'm going to see about buying some gems. But instead of that, I'll show you guys the tarot seller. You can press buy more. You can get tarot cards that last 1 hour for any stat, and they double your stats for an hour on whatever magic you choose. So say I buy the fire tarot card, it won't use it immediately. I can choose when to enable it, and it will double how much I earn from fire for an hour. You can also get the tarot cards from quests, from any of these magic specific quest givers, or from MARM. Now we have the skins. I will see if I can get a picture of all the skins and show you guys on screen. If I do have it, it'll be on screen right now. But these cost 1,500 each, and there are about 7 rarities on each one. Okay, so I decided that for the sake of the video, I will spend a bit of Robux to buy gems to show one of the spirits. Alright, so now I have enough. I'm going to go ahead and buy one. And it looks like I got Ursa, which is a 21% chance. So that's decently rare. It's about in the middle. If I go to energies here, you'll see Ursa is the spirit for Brawler. Just press summon here and it'll show up right beside you. Now, in order to use these skills, it is Z, X, and G. Z is the basic skill, X is the secondary skill, and G is the special skill. So for this specific spirit, for the Z attack, we have Barrage, which is basically JoJo. And then we have Stunning Roar, which will stun any enemies that are around me. Also, as you can see, he's smoking right here, or steaming. While they're steaming, that's the cooldown. So for the X skill, Stunning Roar. Anyone that's around me will be stunned immediately, and that would be your chance to attack. Now, next up for the special skill, we use G. A very useful skill. It has huge AoE, and I'm sure it does a lot of damage if you upgrade your Brawler. That is called Airquake. So now that you understand everything that you can get in the item shop, I'm going to go ahead and showcase all of the general powers. Wall climbing, wall running, rail grinding, ground sliding, grappling, and ropes. So first is the wall climbing. That's these walls that I showed you earlier. All you have to do is go up to them and hop on, and you'll immediately start climbing. You can go left, right, down, any direction on them, except for diagonal, of course. But they're useful for getting to high places that you can't reach with the staff slam. Next is wall running, which is one of the most useful abilities for getting around. You'll just want to come over here, any wall that's got this texture on it, you can just go ahead and sprint and then wall run. You'll slow down over time if you don't transition walls, and if you get too slow then you'll fall off, like I did just then. Next we have the ropes, which are these white lines that you can run on, and you'll just glide across them. You don't even have to hold down the arrow keys or anything. And that's my bad, I've been calling them ropes the entire time. It's actually rails. You can grind across the rails. Next is ground sliding. I already went over that with you. If we just get to the top here. So right here you'll see there's a wall. Obviously I can't fit under that. But if I walk up to it, I can slide and I'll go right under it. And in order to slide, once again, that's V. Just press V on your keyboard and you can slide all you want. It also increases your speed, if I haven't mentioned that already. Next is grappling. You will see, I'll just come down here, enable my staff slamming, and you see these glowing white dots. Once you get close enough to one, a grapple symbol will appear next to it, and once that symbol has appeared, just press R and you can grapple onto it. Last thing is the ropes, which are these long vine-like. They're green, and you can just walk up to them and then it'll immediately get you climbing. One of the useful things about ropes is once you get climbing on it, once you get to the top and you press space, it will launch you forward so long as you're holding W. Like so. That way you never get stuck on them. The last thing that I need to show you is the PvP area. You'll just click here and you'll be teleported to the PvP arena. Right here you'll do base damage, so it doesn't matter what your total power is, everyone will do the same damage. It's pretty much a place to test your skill. You have a whole area where you can run around and fight with different people. I'll pretty much do a rundown of this area while I conclude the video. As you can see, these little, I don't know what to call them, booster pads I guess. Walk on them and they will launch you up in the air in whichever direction they're facing. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it very useful. I hope it told you everything you need to know about this new game called Sorcerer Fighting Simulator. I hope to see all of you guys playing it along with me. I know that it'll become a very big game in the future. I plan on making a full training area showcase video in more detail than in this video, and I'll also do a map not a tutorial, but a map tour, basically showing you how to get around the map, more parkour tips and stuff like that. If there's anything else you want me to go over in the game or any tips you would like to know, just let me know in the comments and I will try to get all of those covered in a video. Anyways, thank you all for watching and I'll see you on the game.